Thanks so much for being with us here. Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Limnacker, and just want to share with you some of the top stories that we are following right now. And I want to begin with this situation. Gwinnett County Police are interviewing several witnesses after a young man was found dead at an apartment complex parking lot. We were there as police were going over witness statements, working on identifying next of kin after an 18-year-old young man was found dead from an apparent gunshot wound. We do have video from where he was found in the parking lot of the Elliott Norcross apartment complex, which is on Graves Road off of Norcross Tucker Road. Police saying that they got the call there close to 11 last night. They say the 18-year-old was found by a car in the parking lot. They tell us that the young man did live in the apartment complex, and now investigators are looking for surveillance video from the area to get a better idea of what happened.
Several witnesses were located here and are actively being interviewed by detectives, but no suspect information to go on at this time. However, it's not believed that the citizens are in any danger.
And detectives are asking that you give them a call if you know anything about that crime, or call Crime Stoppers. You can leave an anonymous tip there, and you can get a cash reward if your tips do lead to an arrest. Also want to let you know about this story, one of our top stories on AtlantaNewsFirst.com that we are keeping an eye on. So Brookhaven police are now investigating after a reported shooting left multiple businesses there significantly damaged. All northbound lanes were briefly shut down near the 2800 block of Buford Highway early this morning, as investigators combed through the scene there. And according to Brookhaven police, multiple businesses were found damaged from what appeared to be gunfire. Officers also found multiple gun shell casings in the parking lot and the roadways. The good news is no injuries have been reported at this time. We're going to keep following this story, bringing you any updates as new information comes in on that. Another story that we are watching as well, this one, parts of Northside Drive closed today due to work on a water main. So the Department of Watershed Management is doing this work, so it's Northside Drive that is going to be closed at the intersection of Riverview Road and Old Powers Ferry Road from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The department saying that they're going to work to tie down an 8-inch water main. The department said package deliveries, trash pickup, emergency services will still be available in that area. You can look for updates here on Atlanta News First, Atlanta News First Plus, AtlantaNewsFirst.com, or of course, the easiest way is to download our free mobile news app, and you can get alerts sent right to your phone. Okay, want to show you a look at the forecast now. Meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi is tracking the weather for your work week.
Yeah, and it's going to be a really pleasant start to the week. So if you are getting ready to get your Monday started, maybe you've already stepped out the door, you probably noticed it felt pretty pleasant out there this morning. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. Thank you for spending some time with us this morning here on the First Alert Desk. This morning a lot of us stepped out in the mid-60s, the mountains in the upper 50s, the envy of North Georgia, if you ask me. But it was really a comfortable summer start, and today's just going to be a really pleasant day. So enjoy it, because what you were just looking at is what's on the way as we round out the month of July, which, if you can believe it, this is the last full week of July, and start August. Warmer than normal weather likely. Our average high this time of year is 90 degrees. So we have some big time heat on the way, potentially the hottest weekend of the year so far on the way. A cold front sits along the Atlantic coast, bringing rain to parts of Florida near the Panhandle and parts of the Carolina and Virginia coastlines. High pressure is currently filtering in. That's blocking some storm complexes to our north and also pulling in some drier air. So the way wind rotates around an area of high pressure is clockwise. So it's bringing a northerly component to our wind, which is pulling in some drier continental air, versus when it comes out of the south and it's pulling in some of that moisture from the Atlantic and Gulf to our south. So a really pleasant day in store because of that. Low 80s by 11. We'll bump into the 90s briefly today. That is where we'll top out. Most of us will top out in the mid to upper 80s today. And as we head into the evening, we'll cool very nicely with those clear skies that won't really trap in any of the heat. That humidity will stay on the comfortable side for this time of year. Don't get me wrong, it's not going to feel fall-like, but it'll be comfortable. Tomorrow morning, waking up generally in the mid to upper 60s. Downtown Atlanta, I think you'll stay near 71 as we step out the door tomorrow for Tuesday. But then as we head through the rest of the week, we're going to have a pattern change in the upper levels of our atmosphere. We're going to have this very strong ridge of high pressure build from our west that's been bringing the crazy heat to Texas, New Mexico, lots of the West Coast. That's going to build and really impact most of the lower 48 states, bringing our temperatures potentially close to 100 degrees as we head into the end of the week. So here it is, low 90s tomorrow, mid 90s Wednesday. We could have a few isolated storms Thursday and Friday, which will keep our temperatures locked in the low 90s. But if we don't get some of that rain, temperatures will very well head into the mid 90s Thursday and Friday. Saturday, mid 90s. Sunday has the potential to be a day in the upper 90s. Models the past couple of weeks have been a little aggressive on our temperatures, saying they are going to be hotter than what they actually are. So far, our hottest day has been 96. So we're going to keep 96 on Sunday, but just know that we very well could be warmer than that. We'll see if the models are picking up on those temperatures really getting that hot. So I think what's happening is when that ridge builds in, I think it's thinking it's going to be stronger than it is here, because underneath an area of high pressure, a ridge of high pressure, air warms. So right now we'll keep us in the low to mid 90s, but just know we have the potential to have the hottest days so far of the year with upper 90s possible. Dry through Wednesday, the humidity will start to tick back up more on Wednesday, and then we'll introduce those isolated afternoon storm chances Thursday through Sunday. Make sure you have plenty of water as we go into this week. All right, everyone, thanks so much for spending some time with us. We'll catch you here next time. In the meantime, enjoy this beautiful, pleasant summer afternoon to kick off the work week. Catch you next time.